Professor Mazwe Majola, leadership and governance expert, is now joining us for this conversation. Prof, a very good morning to you. Thank you so much for making time for us. So a lot has been said about what happened last night or what happened yesterday afternoon. I want to get your view around one. Action SA now, for the very first time, has a mayoral seat. It is in charge of the capital city of the country, and of course through a multi-party coalition. What do you think this would mean for Action SA, which is again another party that is born out of the Democratic Alliance?
And good morning. Yeah, it's morning, not evening. And thanks, my brother. Thank you. Look, congratulations to Dr. Moya, and we wish her all the best. And the Action SA, obviously, for their first mayoral position. What it means for Action SA now is for them to prove to the community, to South African, that they can govern or they can lead. Obviously, they won't do as they would like to because they'll be constrained by working with other parties. It's not the same when you are leading alone as a party and as opposed to lead with other parties. Dr. Moya seems to be qualified and skilled, experienced person. So she must just go there and represent her party, and she must just lead and lead with vigor and with enthusiasm. Of course, the challenge for her, because that is the greatest task that she must do now. First thing she must do. I can't say to find people because, as I'm saying, that working with other people, she won't have that opportunity of selecting her own team. She will be given by different parties, individuals that they would like to serve on her committee. But she must make sure that she put together men and women who would really be in sync with her vision and capable, competent, and ethical people who would go there and just serve the people of Tshwane.
Yeah. I think also with this particular move, it now makes it official that the Action SA, which had been campaigning against the ANC and secured 17 seats in that council on the back of campaigning against the ANC and at the time also the Democratic Alliance, is now officially in a coalition with the ANC. What does this then mean for the party and its message to its voters and its constituency about the decision that it has taken to go into this coalition with the ANC and now the EFF as well?
Well, of course, they'll definitely have to go back to their members and try to explain to her and take them into confidence and make them understand that all along you were saying you will never work with the ANC. What has changed now? Why have you opted to work with the ANC? Is it something that is going to happen moving forward? The things that you saw from the ANC or that you were criticizing, have they subsided now, or will you be willing to tolerate them? You know, they'll definitely have to face that. More especially, it was a party that was so vociferous and so opposed working with the ANC. So, and number one. Number two, as I'm saying, that once you've been afforded an opportunity like this, you must just prove to your members and to the public that you can do it, you know. And I just so hope that Dr. Moya will not drop the ball, that will really represent Action SA with aplomb and with vigor, as I said, so that at least Action SA can they show, you know, can have a reference whenever they talk to people and say, but look at Tshwane. They're only left with 16 months before 2026 local government elections. So she has to prove that when they get there and they're starting campaigning, that Action SA can lead, can govern any municipality or any department.
Yep. Let's then speak about the Democratic Alliance. Post the 2021 local government elections, even though there were hung municipalities in Gauteng, the three metros, Ekurhuleni, the city of Joburg, as well as Tshwane, it had secured the mayoral seats through its negotiations with the various multi-party coalition partners. What do you read into how the Democratic Alliance, which is the second biggest party in the country, fumbled the bag, essentially, when it comes to these three metros?
Well, yeah, they've been offered the opportunity already to serve, but it seems like they've been struggling because, as you are saying, that the last five mayors in Tshwane, except the one who had a very short time from COPE, it has been DA, you know. And the fact that from 2016 they've been running the city, but the city has not been doing well. So it points to DA that maybe there's something very wrong with their representatives or the way they do things in terms of service delivery, because you get there, you're in municipality, you're in local government. What you just need to do is just to service the people. Well, what is so difficult? Obviously, I know that we may be very simplistic, sorry, about this. There's an issue of resources, the issue of finding right people. That is why I said that will be the key thing for Dr. Moyo. Find the right people that will work with you. Because if you don't find those people, capable people, ethical people, competent people, diligent people, if you don't find those people, it will come back to haunt you as a leader. So it seems like the AU definitely failed dismally, and it's so unfortunate that they wanted Bring to come back for something that you cannot already point out to say why you want this person to come back again.
Then the other parties around this is because of this fallout, the Democratic Alliance accusing the ANC of betrayal, essentially, and that this could perhaps have an impact on the government of national unity. I wonder whether you think that that is a possibility at all, or is it once again the Democratic Alliance blowing hot air, essentially, because we know, for instance, when it comes to the Bella Bill, Helen Zille had said, this is a red line for us. We will not work with the ANC if the ANC pushes ahead with the Bella Bill. Well, the ANC government or the ANC president, who's the president of the country, has gone ahead and signed that bill into law. It's now an act, even though there are two clauses that have been suspended. But the Democratic Alliance is still part of the government of national unity. Do you think that this does place the government of national unity in jeopardy, or is it just hot air?
It seems like there is or there are some clash of expectations between ANC and DA as far as this arrangement is concerned. It seems like DA, they think or they thought they'll become buddy-buddy with the ANC. In other words, in everywhere, in everything. Now we are working together. Whatever we say, start with us. But from the other side, ANC is like want really to show people that no, we are not in coalition with DA. We are just working together with other parties as well. So that expectations, you can see, you can call it psychological or social contract that's gone wrong. However, DA does have this a tendency of playing hardball when it comes to negotiations and threatening that we pull out and do this thing. It seems like this strategy is not working for them. Actually, it's already destroying them because, as you are saying, that people will always ask, but you said this and then you're still there. You said that you're still there. So it's important just to soften up and then just to compromise where possible.
Speaking about strategies that don't work, the ANC has essentially employed the same strategy that it had in Ekurhuleni as well as Joburg, where the EFF, the ANC, and other parties come together, but the mayor does not come from the ANC. It didn't work in those two metros, and then the ANC then came back to take up the mayoral chain. They're employing the same strategy in Tshwane. Would it work this time around?
It seems like it will work in Johannesburg. So far, it's working well. That you've got the mayor from the ANC and the speaker is from Action SA. I foresee the same thing happening in Tshwane. They've agreed that the mayor will be from Action SA. Probably the speaker will be from ANC and maybe the deputy speaker. So at least that it seems to work, that the other one take the executive, the other one take the legislative, and then let's work together. As I'm saying that the expectations must be very clear. What are we doing? Who's who? How are we going to do it? Because again, it would go back where people are disgruntled. But it seems to me for the last 16 months or so, all parties are very committed to make it work until 2026.
Well, let's see if it's going to work at this time around, because the ANC was not happy with the AIC in Ekurhuleni, and then they were removed. And then as well with the Kwamanda in the city of Joburg, who was the mayor from a small political party. That didn't work, and the ANC then came back. Will Nasipi Moyo be able to last in this period as the mayor of the city of Tshwane? Wait and see. Thank you so much for your time, Professor Mazwe Majola, who's a leadership and governance expert. Thank you so much for making time for us this morning.